What is up, guys? This is Stardust here, and we're gonna be doing guide for Johanna. Johanna is one of my favorite melee warriors. Okay, let's go through quickly her abilities. I'll explain to you her gameplay and her her talents as well. Okay, so your Q is punished. So basically, steps forward. It's a step forward, not blink. A lot of people get confused with that one. Step forward, dealing certain damage and slowing the enemy by 60% over 2 seconds. Okay, your W after 1 second, you pull the enemies towards you and stunning them for 0.25 seconds, dealing certain damage and deals 200% increased damage to minions, and so basically to minions and camps. So basically that's good to clear minion waves, etc, etc. So basically once you click on your W, it becomes a little circle around her, and after 1 second pulls everybody towards you. It's really nice. Okay, your E, shield clear. So it's sort of, it's a free click ability. You basically, it's like a blast of shield of what that deals just some damage and causing the enemy for 1.5 seconds to miss their basic attacks. Okay, your passive, Iron Skin, becomes unstoppable and gains a shield. Okay, for 4 seconds. While this shield is active, you are unstoppable. So basically, if you're being slowed, you can press your D, your passive, and well, it's not really passive. You can press your D and you get a shield, and then you're no longer slowed, so you can run off easily. Okay, your ultimate. Okay, falling sword. So basically, you leap towards an area while in the air. You can steer the landing location by moving. So basically, you leap into the air for 2 seconds, and you land, dealing damage and then knocking the enemies into the area, into the air. Sorry. So you sort of, it's like you're in the sky, and then you can see a light on the ground, on the battlefield, and then you can see where you're gonna land. Basically, very nice, very straightforward. And then you have the blessed shield. So deal certain damage, stunning enemies for 1.5 seconds. Bounces towards up to 2 enemies and dealing damage. So in the second enemy is stunned for almost 0.75 seconds. Now, it really depends what you do have your escape with your D. So it really depends what really you feel comfortable with. This is really good. The following sword is really good to engage and disengage and escape as well. What I personally like to do is to use falling sword to engage, and to use my, so basically I engage with my falling sword and then I escape with my D. That's what I would do personally. It's my personal favorite, because what happens with the falling sword, they both have 6 seconds cooldown, which is nothing, but then falling sword does a lot more damage, and then you can go behind and just make sure you occupy the assassins, or while they kill their tank, while your team kills the tank, etc. That's what I would use for, because Johanna is very tanky, more than tanky than her. I don't think you get in this game. And then she has this cape. Okay, so it really depends. Now, ideally, what you can do is in my opinion, it really depends what is your game style. You have to try. Both of them are quite good and quite common ultimates. Okay, so for example, I'll explain to you how both of them works. Now, I'll explain to you. So, engaging with the falling, the problem with engaging with falling sword is that they can ignore you completely. They can go towards your team and just kill them, because you'll be in the air and they can just go, and quite quickly. It's only 2 seconds, but trust me, it could have a lot of consequence. That's the problem with falling sword, where it's but then you don't have the problem of failing. How can I say? failing in a way that you've missed your ability. Where is the blessed shield? Is sort of you in a straight line. You threw your shield and stunning them just for a bit, but then and then you can obviously you then follow with your W to pull them towards you, and hopefully your enemy team your teammates have done the damage to kill that person. But that will be the tank. So it really depends. Now, in my opinion, it really depends your play style. I think a following so is great, but you have to, depending what they've picked up, what your enemy team is. However, the preferred one is the blessed shield. Why? Is because you go towards and you engage, because you can handle so much damage. I'm pretty confident if you have a team that can land their skills, they can do the damage, they'll win. You win because you can handle so much damage. So you engage with your shield, you go in, you pull them with your W, and then you can escape with your E again, with your D, with your passive, where you become unstoppable. Okay, now let's go through her talent build. Her talent build is all about having having more durability. Level 1, you get the regeneration master or a rainforce. Rainforce, why? Is because she if they have too much basic damage, you want to get the rainforce, or if not, you want to get the regeneration master. Okay, level 4, you get the low of hope. You get an active where it gives you additional every 6 seconds. You get a 20% of your maximum health. Okay, so with the regeneration, after gathering 30 globes, you also gain 500. That also increases the damage of low of hope. Okay, level 7, you want to get the movement speed. That's for your engagement now. Okay, I'm giving you a build with the blessed shield. Okay, because that's more official in my opinion. Okay, so level 7, you go with the where your W basically you get increased while charging it. You get increased movement speed. Why? Is to this way you are able to secure the kills. Okay, you're able to make sure you pull them towards you so your team can do the damage. Level 10, like I spent best shield. Okay, level 13, you go with the burning range. So around you, you constantly deal around you. Any enemy near you, you deal 23 damage. Level 13, which is really good. Okay, or alternatively, we can go with the shield if they have. Now this is really depends. Now if they have like a chromie, you would go with the spell shield. So that's, you have to use a bit of logic what your enemy team is about. Usually I go with the burning rage, but chromie or what was her name, Li Ming, for example, or I would get that one. I will get the spell shield. Okay, level 16. Now level 16, I always go with the holy renewal. So where your E, once you do it for each enemy, for every enemy hero affected by your E, it heals you for 114. It's a very good way to get a bit more health and durability. So you usually they're all 5 there, and once you hit it, the range is quite massive. So you'll be able to get about 500 or 400 health out of this. So it is quite a bit. And of course, level 20, we go with the indestructible. So basically, right before you die, you get a shield equal to your health, to your maximum health. No, you get a shield equal to like 50% of your maximum health, because it's all about half the health. This has a cooldown of 100. So I just dropped something. Which has 120 seconds cooldown, which is about what, 2 minutes. 2 minutes cooldown. So you have to bear that in mind. Sorry, I just dropped something. Oh, but sorry guys. I'm not gonna stop recording because this is like the 4th time I'm recording now this video, and I'm fed up with it. Recording it. Okay, so yeah, this is what you want to do, because the shield quite often. So now you you get right before you die. You don't have to worry about it. Just make sure you see that's active. Right before you die, you get additional shield, which is really really good. Now with that shield, you'll be able. You have about the shield lasts for, let's have a look, lasts for 5 seconds. Okay, so for those 5 seconds, basically, you'll be able to to it's 5 seconds and it's in fight. You know how it is. It's a lot of time and a lot of time, and you'll be able to survive and or you'll be able to escape, etc etc etc. Now, what I would advise, a lot of the mistakes that during my training with her, during my practice with her, the mistakes that I realized I made quite often. I used to pick up the other heroic ability, the falling sword. So what happens with the falling sword is once they leapt into the air, they went towards my team. I know it's only 2 seconds, but it actually literally happened. They went towards my team. They quickly killed a couple of assassins, and then when I landed, and I got killed because the rest of the team just started running off. So you can't win team fight 3 vs 5. That's the problem I had with it. So and then to fight, by the time if you use it as an escape, I had to use my my passive, which is my D, to become unstoppable, that they get a shield. But then the damage, it's not there. I just use it to escape, and I found it, to use it the other way around. To instead of after that, if I see I'm losing, I escape with my passive, because obviously that's what happened to me. I've decided to use it the other way around, so it didn't quite work out. So what happens is with the blessed shield, you are near, you are tank, so you'll be always near an enemy because you're frontliner. What happens is the build allows you to heal a bit more with the amount of actives you have. The extra heal with the regeneration globe, the extra heal increases. Then you have the E that also increases. Make sure you use your E smart. You don't just engage in, put all your abilities, and then boom, you don't have anything. That's not smart. That's not the smart way to do it. A lot of people do that, but that's not the right way to play the game. You have to really use the logic, and you have to know why you're picking up the talents. So I would go with the blessed shield. Oh, Herrick, I would engage with that. I would then use my my W to pull the target, and then obviously that's when my teammates start engaging. So now with her, the problem is that you rely a lot on your teammates, because if you get caught and if your teammates are not following you, you just quite often you'll find yourself dead. That's the problem with Johanna that I had. So you have to have really good confidence with your team when you pick her, because yes, you do have an escape skill. You do have an escape, but quite a lot of the champions in the meta right now have increased movement speed, etc., etc. So it's very easy to get to you, and you're just not being able to escape so easily. You see, because with increased movement speed, etc., and if your team just runs off, you can't do much about it. So, anyways, that's how I think, in my opinion, you have to have a bit more confidence with your team, because damage-wise, you won't do a lot of damage. She will be. You have to make sure your team is doing what they're supposed to do. And you lead your team, you have to make sure your team is behind you and ready to do damage. If not, it's a bit like they have to follow you. So if you're playing a tank, just make sure you even if you decide, and please guys, follow me. I'm playing Johanna, which means if you don't do damage, I'm dead. It's simple as that. So yeah, you're a frontliner. A lot of the times, what I found myself is, based on my experience, the mistakes that I've done was that I would go too far into the team fight. Well, a couple of the where I would focus on one and chase it just to kill it, but then my teammates are being killed, all of them, and then me chasing. So no, your job is if your team are doing damage, and if you die, that's alright, because most likely if you die, your teammates will be able to do the damage. So it's more like you have to make sure you take the damage, that's why you're building that's why you're building that build, because with the amount of healing you have, including with your passive, your teammates, unless they're nobs, unless they can't play the game, you're guaranteed a win, because the amount of durability you have, it's amazing, it's crazy. Okay, so that's based on my feedback, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you think my build is not, I could change something in my build, let me know. And of course, yeah, and that's pretty much it. Make sure you hit that like button, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I'm more than happy to help. Or if you want to see any other builds, any other guides, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to make it for you. Okay, see you later, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.